How are y'all doing today on this beautiful Tuesday evening? I am glad to be back. I am Queen Lily, and I am so grateful to be back on YouTube. Yay! Hit that like button as soon as you come in, okay? I know y'all miss me because I miss all of you. Yes, I do. But anyway, hit that like button as you come in. We are going to be talking about life under Trump, part 37. That's what we're talking about today. Yes, life under Trump, part 37. Hit the like button for me, okay? We got a lot going on with Donald Trump threatening our allies, Canada, Greenland, Mexico, with changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And the list goes on and on and on. Not only that, Elon has trouble in other countries that has to do with voting, has to do with what he may have done doing, maybe threatening to do in the elections. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pace one, are you are male or female? So I know whether to call you king or queen. So we got a lot going on with that. It's not gonna go so good like Donald Trump thinks with threatening Mexico to change it to the Gulf of America. That's not how it works at all. And we all know it. We all went to school. We learned about our countries and Mexico and all of that. And the true history of Mexico is Mexico owned a big amount, huge amount of the states here before America came along, the Europeans, and stole it from them, took it from them. Just like they came and took the lands from the Native Americans, the Indians, but they changed the name to Native Americans. So we got a lot to talk about. Trump is doing a lot. He will be in office. He will be inaugurated on the 20th. So it's a lot going on. And I don't know whether to say it's bad or good. I don't know. Hey, Cam, how you doing, King? I want to say to you, Mexico the right way. Mexico? Okay. Hello, King Alan. How you doing today? We're talking about Donald Trump, life under Trump, part 37. We got a lot to cover. I miss each and every last one of y'all. I am a beautiful black woman. No matter what you put in my chat, this beauty ain't going nowhere. I am 51, and your white women would never look this young at 51, and I never had Botox. Your wife, your grandmammy, your great grandma probably got Botox, okay? How you doing, Samantha Queen? Samantha, thank you for coming to my live. I'm not even gonna remove your comment because I'm gonna let YouTube handle that, okay? So we're talking about life under Donald Trump, part 37. We're gonna go ahead and get started, okay? It's a lot going on. Like he want Judge Michonne to just let the case go, let him be free, don't prosecute him for any crimes he has done, which a jury of his peers in New York are the ones that found him guilty of his crimes. So all Judge Michonne is going to be doing is sentencing him. That is all. And he feels, I'm going to be president. I'm president-elect. I don't deserve to be punished. Anyone that breaks the law deserves to be punished. It's that simple. Right now, President Joe Biden is still in the office. Donald Trump, you are not the president. We have President Joe Biden, okay? Hopefully, on inauguration, you don't get locked up because it's being said you stole the election. Elon Musk. Woo. Anyway, have y'all seen how Elon Musk, his vehicles are just exploding in different places? It happened in Atlanta, in DeKalb County, one of his trucks exploded. And it's happening in other states, not just here in Georgia. So Elon got a lot on his plate because his stock is dropping because of this. So it's a lot going on. We're going to go ahead and get started, okay? Let me clean my iPad off. One moment, please. Thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily. You are valued. You are appreciated. I consider you all kings and queens. Let's be kind to each other and respect each other in my chat, because I don't like to fight and get my nails dirty. I just don't, okay? And I don't want to mess up this pretty face that God blessed me with. One moment, please. Just a moment. Hold on just a little while longer. So I'm gonna let Donald Trump. I'm gonna let them tell you about Donny Boy.
Just preemptively declared war on the Panama Canal, on Greenland. But can you assure the world that as you try to get control,
hit that like button,
you are not going to use military or economic coercion? No. On Canada, because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like. And he wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico.
Hey, Queen Vera, thank you.
Changing the name of the Gulf of
Y'all
Mexico.
say hello to my moderator.
The Gulf of America. These next 4 years are going to be so insane, so stupid, and so dangerous. Donald Trump just had an insane press conference where he essentially just preemptively declared war on the Panama Canal, on Greenland. But can you assure...
Why does Donald Trump want to go to war with Panama so bad? And it's not about us Americans, and it's pretty much not even about him. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me take a sip of water, okay? It's about Daddy Putin. Good old Daddy Putin, the one with the better body than Donald Trump, but just as mean and worse of a dictator than Donald Trump. Good old Daddy Putin is having Donald Trump do his dirty work. That is what's happening. See, good old Daddy Putin ain't allowed to use the Panama Canal. He wants it, so he's putting Donny Boy up to do his dirty work. Yes. And don't be surprised that Donny Boy hands over Alaska to who? Good old Daddy Putin, okay? Don't be surprised, okay?
And we're going to be announcing a future date pretty soon. We're going to change, because we do most of the work there and it's ours. We're going to be changing, sort of the opposite of Biden, where he's closing everything up, essentially getting rid of $50 to $60 trillion worth of assets. We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. And it's appropriate. It's appropriate. And we're going to be announcing it.
You all, that would never happen. It's just not that simple. We have borders. There's water in between Mexico and the U.S. It would never happen, y'all. Donald Trump has made mega so many promises, even when back in 2016, he did not keep his promises. But who did Donald Trump keep his promises with? He kept his promises with the billionaires. He's keeping his promises with the billionaires and Daddy Putin. Daddy Putin had to remind him, I own you. I put you there. I had Elon to put you there. Daddy Putin had to remind Donald Trump by putting Melania's nudes on the Russian television news. He let him know, don't play with me. You do as I say, because you would not be where you are if it was not for me, Daddy Putin.
Attention Trump supporters, you are directly responsible for everything that happens now. No more blaming Obama or Hillary or Biden. This is all yours now. All the nasty, stupid, petty bullshit that Trump does belongs to you. Because you dummies voted for it. Good luck. You're going to need it. Attention.
All honesty, we all gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. We all gonna need it. Everybody in the chat gonna need it, because it's only gonna benefit the rich. He wanted to take away Social Security. Honey, President Joe Biden put a lockdown on that, and he raised their Social Security so they can get more money. So let's get a round of applause for that. Come on. That President Joe Biden is doing wonders for us. That's what being a president is about. Helping the people. It is not about bringing down us middle class people. They want to bring us to our knees till you have to beg the emperor. But the emperor has no clothes. None.
some breaking news right now. Donald Trump has announced that he intends on changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. I wish I was making this up, but he just made this announcement in a press conference being held at Mar-a-Lago, where he said that the name of the Gulf of Mexico should change to the Gulf of America, and that he's going to be making this announcement at a later date. And according to him, the reason why is because America does just so much more in the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water that borders both Mexico and the continental United States, the Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, etc. It's unclear whether he's going to be able to just change the name of the Gulf of Mexico, whether he can just change the name of bodies of water, but presumably the United States could just recognize the name change on its own, even if the international community doesn't. And it looks like that's very well what could happen here. I mean, he is very serious about this. Comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along on here and at the link in my bio and my other social channels for all the news you need to know about. We have some breaking news right now.
Okay, I just read in the comments, someone said, what is a big deal of changing the name? Because Mexico is not going to allow it. Claudia Baum is not going to agree to it. The president of Mexico, honey, she would never agree to that. It's just not about the United States. It's a border. It's water. It don't belong to us. It don't belong to us. What you gonna do? Steal it like your ancestors came and stole a whole country? People not bowing down like that. They got pow-pows and everything else too. He want war, Mexico, whoever else, Canada, they're not afraid. Canada is threatened to turn off the power here. A lot of our power source comes from Canada. Come on, people. It's just not about any just race. It's not. It's about everybody. And once you realize it's just not about the white race, everybody else exists, we're going to be fine. Until then, we're going to continue having these same run-ins. You can't just be selfish. We get a lot of our power source from Canada, even some of our oil. We need that relationship. We need it. Listen more to your daddy.
Ford says it would be a last resort, but Ontario is prepared to turn off the power it supplies to 1.5 million American homes. That's if Donald Trump follows through on 25% tariffs on Canadian goods going into the States.
They're going to tariff us back, too.
Plan to add more resources and technology at the border, trying to limit the movement of migrants and drugs. But Ford says Canada needs to show the U.S. it has tools in its tool belt ready to reach for.
If they put on tariffs, it's going to be unaffordable for Americans to buy electricity. Just like if they put tariffs on the 4.3 million barrels of oil that's Alberta shipping down to the U.S. If you put 25%, that increases every barrel of oil by, every gallon of gasoline by $1. So I don't think that President-elect Trump wants that to happen.
Y'all, this is real. Let's be serious. I'm reading a lot of comments. Are those your teeth or some chewing gums? Why would it be chewing gum? These are my teeth from my gums. Come on, y'all, be kind. What's the use of being ugly to somebody? Why hate me? My black is beautiful. Everything on me is real. No fake nails, no fake hair. And if people wear it, that's their business. Stop coming in my chat, insulting me every time you come to my live, trying to find a flaw in me because God blessed me the same way he blesses you. Be grateful. Be grateful. You could come here and see this beauty, then go on and lay down with your wife and bang her out thinking about me. So sit there and enjoy the ride. This was funny right here.
You know what? Me, personally, I'm already at the Capitol. I'm already yelling on my horn. I already got my flag up in there. Get ready. Here we go. M-A-G-A. M-A-G-A.
These are grown-ass adults, by the way.
Look at these roads, man. Look at these roads. God has cleared a path for us today.
God cleared the path.
Say it louder. M-A-G-A. Come on.
Dude, they are flying.
Loud.
They're flying for roads this icy. What the heck?
No.
Did God do that too?
We're done, guys.
We're done.
Oh, shit. We're done. No, we're not.
We're not done.
Oh, no. No, we're done.
No, we're done.
MAGA, stop letting Daddy, your savior Trump get you in these kind of messes. Because I noticed y'all would do anything for Donald Trump. Things you wouldn't even do for your wives. And that's kind of sad and a little sickening unless you're down with the LGBT. Are you gay? Because the stuff y'all doing to impress Donald Trump is sickening. Why put your family in harm's way to try to make it to DC to act a fool? Why? MAGA, you're a human being. Act like it. You don't have any superpowers. You don't have melanin in you. You don't have any superpowers. You're not LeBron James with superpowers or Michael Jordan that has superpowers, okay? Why would you put your family in harm's way? Why? Was it worth it? Now they crashed. And his mother and grandmother, old as Methuselah, and you know they body hurt because I'm 51. I don't want to be having no accident at 51 years old because my body would not like it. So think logically. It's okay for you to love Donald Trump because that is who you care about and that is your candidate. But don't be foolish for a man that wouldn't even look your way if he saw you. And if you was on fire, he wouldn't even spit on you. Oh, he well depends. He may leak on you a little bit. And this was something that really just made me kiki, a good kiki. Only in America can those sons of immigrants, refugees, grow to be anti-immigrant, anti-refugee politicians. Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. What happened during the pandemic? The panini. Ted Cruz and his family was going on a cruise to where? Mexico. Cancun, Mexico. He didn't care about the people in Texas, nor did he care about immigrants when his ancestors are immigrants. Oh, and Melania is an immigrant. So y'all worried about immigrants. Why are y'all not worried about Melania Trump? Y'all don't want any immigrants here. You're mad at Elon about the immigrants, but you praise a man that married an immigrant that doesn't even speak great English. She has broken English at that. Very broken English. Such a hypocrite with how y'all think. Such hypocrites. Oh, Daddy Elon, his mouth. I just want to right in it. He talks too much. Talking about the DEI people. And he's pretty much referring to black people in this, what I'm about to show y'all. But this is a thing, the comment that he makes is ridiculous. Because the black people that are graduating as doctors, their GPA is way above the white constituents and other students. So the comment he's going to make, it doesn't make sense at all. And every time I notice when a black person becomes valedictorian, that black person is asked to share with a white person. Yankee Doodle and Mary Had a Little Lamb. Are you kidding me? Because the black person is more educated, they should share their valedictorian, but let Elon Musk say it. They're not educated enough in so many words. But they graduate with the highest GPAs. And the most highest graduates now are the black females.
So let's talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. All right, that's been a target of yours lately on this.
Be sure to subscribe to Don Lemon.
Shapiro, that you claim that DEI is killing people. Specifically, you point to medicine. You claim that DEI programs are putting people at risk. Do you really believe this to be true? And what evidence do you have to support it?
None.
What I was referring to there was that if we lower the standards for doctors, so that they, if the test for a doctor is lowered, then the probability of them making a mistake and killing someone is obviously going to be higher.
Wait, say that again. I'm not sure I understand what you said. I want to make sure I understand what you're saying.
Don Lemon is making a face that I made.
The standards for passing medical exams and becoming a doctor, or especially something like a surgeon, if the standards are lowered, then the probability that the surgeon will make a mistake is higher. They're making mistakes in their exam.
So listen, let's talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. All right.
He doesn't make sense. He doesn't want to say that black people. But this is the thing. Who else benefits from the DEI besides black people? Asians, Indians, even white women. Yes, white women benefit from it too. So stop criticizing blacks, because those blacks that are graduating, their GPAs is high, very high. They be graduating the top of their classes. So he's insulting the DEIs, because they love to say that about Kamala Harris. She earned her degrees. She wasn't a Melania Trump, married an old white man to get ahead in life. And look at her, she's miserable with an old man that wears a pissy. Sorry about that, y'all. My screen went black. And I'm just gonna make a little quick comment. MAGA, you can't hurt me. You can report my channel all you want, because long as I have proof that I haven't done anything wrong or said anything wrong, they're gonna put the video back up as they did, because I didn't do anything wrong. Okay? Admire the melon and just appreciate it. And if you don't like me, don't come back. But you keep coming back because you like abuse. That's why you like Donald Trump. And I don't understand that, because God don't want us to be abused children. Okay? The video got put back up. I didn't have to edit or anything. It got put back up. Okay? Admire my smile and said, thank you, God, for letting me be able to come over and see this beautiful black woman who's 51 years old, never had Botox or anything done, a natural beauty that God bless. And I don't know if we serve the same God, because Donald Trump is your God. So I know we don't serve the same God. He would never be a President Biden. He would never be a President Obama. Educated his wife, Michelle Obama, blow him out the wind with the education. Alania couldn't compete with Michelle Obama, nor Dr. Jill Biden. Yes, Lord, education is important, which Donald Trump got y'all thinking it's not, because why? He didn't do well in school. Others did his homework and passed his grades for him.
Working class people who voted for Trump, to the elderly people who voted for Trump, who ain't rich, I'm trying to truly understand, what the hell did y'all win? Remember when Hakeem Jeffrey said this in his speech yesterday?
Our position is that it is not acceptable to cut Social Security, cut Medicare, cut Medicaid, cut veterans benefits, or cut nutritional assistance from children and families in order to pay for massive tax breaks for billionaires and wealthy corporations.
His ass wasn't lying. Right now, as we speak, they are trying to find ways to gut Social Security and Medicare. They are coming after poor people in need of food. When it came to Joe Biden and VP Harris, never once did they threaten any of those programs. But they did enhance those programs. They made them better. Thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act, Medicare medications are now capped at $2,000. Thanks to Biden and VP Harris, people with Medicare Part D, they have more vaccine coverage. Biden and VP Harris put the American people first, not corporations. They're trying to gut environmental regulations just for their oil buddies, which is going to affect poor people the most,
All of
especially
us.
the people who voted for Trump. So again, who the hell won? To the working class people who voted for Trump, to the elderly people who voted for Trump, who ain't rich, I'm trying to truly understand, what the hell did y'all win? Remember when Hakeem Jeffrey said this in his speech yesterday?
Our position is that it is not acceptable to cut Social Security, cut Medicare, cut Medicaid, cut veterans benefits, or cut nutritional assistance from children and families in order to pay for massive tax breaks for billionaires and wealthy corporations.
His ass wasn't lying. Right now, as we speak, they are trying to find ways to gut Social Security and Medicare. They are coming after poor people in need of food.
And who did they listen to? Elon Musk. Because it benefits him and it helps his funding, because he needs that money. He don't need it, y'all. He a billionaire. But he continues to get billions of dollars from the American government. We help make him rich. And he's willing to go get other immigrants to replace the American workers. Yeah, he doesn't care about you. Trump doesn't care about you. When are y'all going to realize that? And Trump is listening to everything Elon Musk says. That's hurting the American people. It doesn't matter what race, it's hurting the American people. And you will learn when you feel it in your households. You will learn when your grandmother no longer has her Social Security, but the great President Joe Biden has signed a bill where that cannot be done. And he raised their Social Security. Thank you, Jesus. I don't get Social Security. I ain't old enough yet. But I care about the Americans that get it. I care about the Americans as I paid into it. When you pay into something, you deserve to receive it. You have that right and that privilege to get that. You paid into it. So don't accept anything less. Don't accept mediocre. I've been taught that. Don't accept mediocre. And I'm telling you, don't accept mediocre, okay? One moment, please.
Doesn't wreck the economy again, you can be sure he'll claim credit for Biden's successes, just like he claimed credit for the Obama economy. While Biden inherited an economy in the worst shambles since the Great Depression, Trump is inheriting the world's strongest economy, stronger than it ever was under his watch, with record job growth, low unemployment, and the post-pandemic inflation finally cooling. 3 key facts. Number 1, some of Biden's biggest wins will pay off during Trump's presidency, if Trump doesn't screw it up.
The vast majority of it will not be felt over the next 10 years. We have legislation we passed. It's just only now just really kicking in.
Biden's infrastructure law is a long-term investment. There's still nearly $300 billion of funds yet to be awarded. And the benefits of the new and improved roads, bridges, transportation projects, and broadband will be felt most strongly years from now. But don't be surprised if Trump takes credit, since Republicans who voted against the infrastructure law have already been taking credit for it. Under the Inflation Reduction Act, 10 prescription drugs will get cheaper for seniors in 2026, followed by 50 more over subsequent years. If Republicans don't repeal the law, expect them to take credit for the lower prices. Number 2, why am I so sure Trump will take credit for Biden's successes? Because he's already doing it. The Biden-Harris administration capped the price of insulin for most Americans at $35 a month. But Trump falsely claims he did it. Trump's even pretending he's responsible for the ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah that the Biden administration helped broker. And while President Biden holds the record for the most jobs ever created in a single presidential term, more than 16 million, Trump bizarrely keeps insisting that those are just the jobs he lost bouncing back.
The jobs went down and then they bounced back, and he's taking credit for bounce back jobs. You can't do that.
There's so much wrong with that argument. First, the nearly 3 million jobs lost under Trump were because of Trump's failure to manage the pandemic. Those are Trump's job losses. He owns them. There was no guarantee they would come back. But on top of that, the 16 million jobs created during the Biden-Harris administration is more than the roughly 3 million lost under Trump. Because, and I know this is hard to follow, so I will say it slowly, 16 is more than 3. Number 3, if you're getting deja vu, it's because Trump spent his whole first term taking credit for President Obama's wins. Trump claims he created
The greatest economy in the history of the world.
but it's not true. Even before COVID, the economy had been slowing under Trump's watch. 15% more jobs were created under the last 3 years of Obama than during the first 3 of Trump. Trump's good pre-pandemic economy was just a slightly worse version of the Obama economy. And Trump has repeatedly, weirdly taken credit for the Veterans Choice Program, signed into law by President Obama in 2014.
They've been trying to get that passed for decades and decades and decades, and no president's ever been able to do it, and we got it done, so veterans have choice.
Yeah, that's not true. Trump also pretends he saved the auto industry from collapse. But again, that happened under Obama. Now, if Trump makes good on his threats to put huge tariffs on everything, he could blow up the economy right away, and there would be no more Biden economic wins for him to claim credit for. But otherwise, The next time you see Trump celebrate the opening of a new manufacturing plant, or the completion of a bridge, or the release of a positive economic stat, pay attention to where that started, who supported it, and who opposed it, because it probably didn't start with Trump. I'm Alan Piper at A Piper 13. Follow Courier Newsroom for the facts you need.
You want to know who really did a lot for infrastructure? Madam President Kamala Harris. I love when I heard them say that when they was counting electoral votes. They kept saying Madam President, because that's who she is. Go back and watch it. When they was counting the electoral votes, they kept saying Madam President Kamala Harris. They did not call her VP Kamala Harris. They said Madam President Kamala Harris. Yes, that Black beauty. That's what they said. And why our great president Joe Biden went to visit, for New Orleans for the funeral of the people that were attacked by that guy that was a Trump supporter. Both of the situations that happened, the crimes, the guy riding in through the bar in New Orleans and the guy at the Trump Plaza in Nevada, Trump supporters. Biden supporters, we don't do stuff like that. We're too classy. We're not going causing an insurrection. We're too beautiful and classy for that. We have education. We ain't in the hills going to get water from a well. We have goals, dreams, big things we're doing. We don't spend our time out there wanting to pow people, shooting cans. No, we're building brands. That's what Joe Biden supporters do. We don't cause insurrections. We're too classy. Did you see us cause an insurrection yesterday? No. Beautiful souls and beautiful people would not dare do that. Only classless, low vibrational people cause an insurrection. Only classless, low vibrational people would do the things that Donald Trump has done. Only classless, low vibrational people would marry a Melania. Why not a Jill? Dr. Jill Biden. President Joe Biden picked a woman with intelligence, not just for her body. Melania's body is horrible. Look at her from the back. Look at her from the side. It's like a dang on ironing board. No curves whatsoever. None. Ironing board. Nothing beautiful about it. A stick. It would be so marvelous if Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, would do Donald Trump how they do voodoo dolls every time he lies. Y'all know what I'm saying? New Orleans, Haitians. Every time he lie, he needs to feel it. Every time he lie, he needs to feel that lie. He'll stop lying. Yeah. Just like taking and squeezing a man's basketballs. Yeah. He'll stop some of that lying for a little while. It's in his bloodstream. It's in his ancestry. He won't stop lying very long because that's where he comes from.
I never met Donald Trump before he was elected. There was a thing during the election where he and I were at the same place and I avoided him. Anyway, then he got elected, and so I went to see him in December. He knew my daughter Jennifer because Trump has this horse show thing down in Florida. In fact, he went up and talked to Jen and was being super nice. And then, like 20 minutes later, he flew in a helicopter to the same place. So clearly he had been driven away, but he wanted to make a grand entrance in a helicopter. Anyway, So when I first talked to him, it was actually kind of scary how much he knew about my daughter's appearance. But Melinda didn't like that too well. Anyway, so I saw him at Trump Tower. I said, hey, science and innovation is a great thing. You should be a leader who drives innovation. And that conversation was about a broad set of things in energy, in health, in education. Big things you want to do that are big. HIV vaccine, you could, accelerate that. Be associated with innovation. And then the second time I saw him was the March after that, so March 2017 in the White House. In both of those two meetings, he asked me if vaccines weren't a bad thing, because he was considering a commission to look into ill effects of vaccines. And somebody, his name is Robert Kennedy Jr., was advising him that vaccines were causing bad things. And I said, no, that's a dead end. That would be a bad thing. Don't do that.
I hate to say it, but Bill Gates is bored. No wonder Melinda left him. I can't listen to him. And what he's saying is important, but y'all, I ain't even going to put y'all through that. Because Robert Kennedy, his voice is so disgusting. And he's talking about Robert Kennedy and the vaccines and all that. His brains is fried from the years when he was doing drugs. So, hey. And then out there destroying a bear in front of his child. Come on. I'm not listening to that. Come on. MAGA, 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 here you come.
The way for us to get back to being the United States of America instead of the divided states of Trump is for all of us to come together and realize that we need to marginalize the billionaire class. They're a tiny group of people, and yet their propaganda is so powerful that it gets MAGA types to sell out their own family's financial best interest in service of the billionaire class. That's absurd. But MAGA is so road rage mad at immigrants and trans people and all these false villains that the GOP creates. The billionaire class is laughing all the way to the bank that anybody is that impossibly stupid. I mean, Time Magazine did an article a few years ago that said that $50 trillion has been redistributed from the bottom 90% to the top 1%. That's because of trickle-down economics. And 4 decades later, MAGA is still voting to make themselves poorer and the rich richer. What do rich people do when they get a bunch of money? They just want consolidation and deregulation. They're only going to keep stepping on our throats, and MAGA's like, yep, more of that, please. What the hell are y'all doing? The sooner y'all can pop the hate bubbles that they have you trapped in, the sooner you can get back to a reality where you should want what's best for your own family. You should want an American dream for your kids instead of this Project 2025 nightmare. God damn it, man. Quit letting them tell you that you should marginalize black and brown people and anybody who doesn't worship like you or have your sexual orientation. They're fucking playing you. Why do you think Donald Trump lies to you all the time? Because he cares about you? Because he wants what's best for your family? Of course not. He's serving himself and always has. If he gave a shit about you at all, wouldn't he have cut your taxes the first time around? All he did was give a $2 trillion handout to the super rich. If that was to poor people, you would call it socialism because you brainwashed the fuck out of your right mind. Newsflash, y'all are poor people. You're a hell of a lot poorer than you should be because Reaganomics after 4 decades have not trickled down. Holy shit, none of this is hard. Like when they're saying they're going to make cuts to Social Security, public education, the post office, they don't want us to have universal health care. All those things that you let them call socialism, that would make your life infinitely better. But instead, you're like, no, I'm going to vote for more tax breaks for billionaires. You think that being the billionaire class's bitch is owning the libs. Come back to reality. It's us against the rich. The easiest way for us to get back to being the United States of America instead of the divided states of Trump is for all of us to come together and realize that we need to marginalize.
The sad thing is, Mega calls everything socialism, but you benefit from it. All this free stuff you getting, you benefit from it. Stop fronting in my chat like you ain't getting none of that stuff. You benefit from it. The free health care, you benefit from it. Or somebody in your family benefits from it. Stop fronting. Mega lies all the time. They learned that from their daddy Trump. Stop fronting. You need those benefits. But you come in my chat and pretend you're doing it for Daddy Trump and he don't care nothing about you.
breaking news. The man who exploded a Tesla Cybertruck in front of Trump's hotel in Las Vegas yesterday is now believed to have been a Trump supporter. This revelation came from an interview between Matthew Leibelsberger's loved ones and investigators, and Matthew is the perpetrator here. His family in this interview also added that they believed he was also a registered Republican. And this is backed up by the fact that some of his social media accounts have been found, and on Facebook, for example, he accused John Bolton, one of Donald Trump's former advisors, of getting a hefty chunk of change from the DNC, and then said it's not a conspiracy to believe that, which it is, because he believes it's obvious that he got money from Democrats. So given all this stuff, I think it's pretty clear what this guy believes politically. But I will say a lot remains unknown about what allegedly drove this guy to rent a Cybertruck in his hometown of Colorado Springs and then drive it to Trump's Las Vegas property and explode it. We are still learning more about this story and the tragedy in New Orleans, so if there are any major updates, I'll make sure to let you folks know. We have some breaking news. The man who exploded...
Oh, Elon, if he didn't cause it, those trucks are a piece of SHIT. Elon said that truck was his dream. He drew that truck as a kid. That's a lie, because you go look at those old trash things, it's just a carbon copy of that. That truck reminds me of Melania Trump's body. That's what it reminds me of. This is beautiful right here.
Elizabeth L. Cheney for putting the American people over party.
That's beauty right there. That's a president.
Like Democrats are adjusting.
Be sure to subscribe to Midas Touch Network.
Expose Donald Trump, and what they're doing is, I guess, a form of reverse psychology, or just setting these traps along the way. And they're saying to Donald Trump, look, Donald, you made all of these promises to people on the campaign trail, so we're going to hold you to those promises. And where these promises, whether it's things like no tax on tips, or whether it is capping interest rates on credit cards, or whether it is automation versus non-automation at the docks, whether it's your support of unions, which you claimed, which you actually don't support unions, but you claimed you supported unions. We're going to put you on the spot. We're going to introduce legislation, and we're going to use your exact words from the campaign in the legislation, and we're going to show that you actually don't support these things. And we're going to go one by one and say, here's the promise. Okay, we're just going to draft that, and we're going to submit that to Congress to see if Congress...
What did good old Jasmine Crockett said? Donald Trump, I ain't got nothing for you. Those Democrats, hey, they mad right now. They ready. Donald Trump, they ain't got nothing for you. They gonna let you suffer. They're not gonna save the Republicans as they normally would do. It ain't happening. Be sure to subscribe to Midas Touch Network. That is the great attorney Ben. He interviewed President Joe Biden. He did an amazing job. Go over there and watch his interview with President Joe Biden. Immaculate interview. Please go watch it. I'm going to miss President Joe Biden. I'm going to miss Dr. Jill Biden. I'm going to miss the great VP Kamala Harris. I'm going to miss Madam President Kamala Harris. That's what they called her at the electoral count yesterday. Yes, they did. Go watch it. Yes, they did. The beautiful melanated Kamala Harris, Madam President. That's what they called her yesterday. You don't believe me? Go listen. Take a listen. Clean your ear out first, because you know you're up in them heels, and you know you got a lot of waxy ears. You don't bathe often. Go listen, okay? And hit that like button before you leave out. I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. Harris is Indian and she is black. Her father is a black man. I have showed my people on her call so many times, couple times. Her daddy is a black, he's a black man. He's still alive. I can call you something that doesn't mean it's true. I ain't call you anything, but you don't want me to talk about you, okay? Go talk to your ancestors, how they sucked on my toes, my great grandma's toes, okay? Somebody got Nancy Pelosi's eyebrows. I got your daddy. That's who I got. Go tell your mama. He identifies as white. Who identifies as white? I don't know who you're talking about. I'm talking about your Madam President comment. Kamala does not identify as white. She went to a black college, she went to a black university, Howard University. She is a black woman. Her father is black. So whoever the daddy is, the pappy is, that's who you are. Her daddy was darker than me. He's still alive. He is darker than me. He's a little shade darker than me. He has melanin in his skin, not like you. That's why it ain't, it help you not age when you got melanin in your skin. And I'm 51, looking like I'm 20 something. Yep. I don't have Botox, anything. You see how my face move? I don't have Botox. It ain't no filter. See, look, you see my lines coming in? Still look young though. 51. You don't have that pleasure, nor does your wife. But you want to talk smack about people of color with melanin, which God blessed us with. Thank you so much, King Archie Sloan. Thank you. Paint Slinger, you're 51 looking like you're 55. Your mom and your grandma and your wife with a lopsided tip. You're being racist. Honey, how can I be racist? Blacks could never be racist. You could say prejudice. That's capable of happening. You look healthy. Thank you. I drink plenty of water. They'll tell you all I drink is water. Anybody know me? I exercise. I go walking. All of that. I eat healthy. I don't eat any beef or pork. I've been trying to tell MAGA to leave that beef and pork alone because it's coming through their pores. And when it rains, oh Lord Jesus, when it rains, fix it, Jesus. King of what kingdom? I like to call my females and males in my chat kings and queens. That's why I said that. I can call them whatever I want to. Whatever you say, King Keith, it's up to you if you want to believe that. Okay? Stop going in the bathroom looking at those gay men magazines jacking off. Stop it. Matt, how you doing, King? T-Mac, how you doing? Paint Slinger. Before you call me a racist, think about what your granddaddy did to him. Your great-granddaddy did to my ancestors. They would go out in the fields and grab them and take them back there in the chicken pen. And what you think they did to them? How do they get so many mixed people in here, in this world, in the South? Thank your granddaddy for that. Okay? You do that. Why sit in my melanin beautifully? Talking about past, I'm talking about now. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. What I say, this is my chat. This is my show. Be better than the past. I be what I want to be. Okay? I want white people to stop coming in my chat trying to tell my pretty black self how to act. You don't tell me what the F to do. You sit down and enjoy the show. And tell your granddad I said hi. When proven right, okay, whatever you say, little boy. That's what size you are, okay? You're pitiful. Thomas Jefferson had 6 mixed. Yes, he did. That's a fact. Pleasant gift. You're right. He did. And a lot of grandkids, they still around New Orleans and everywhere, even in Georgia, baby. Brute says the world dodged a bullet when Trump dodged that bullet. He never got pow. Where's because if he did, he wouldn't have half his ear. Y'all believe anything. God bless the child that got his own. Red 1993. Your ancestors were enslaved and sold by black kings and queens. And your white ancestors brought us over here. And what did they do to us? Beat us. Raped my ancestors. Even the men. How disgusting. This stream is a joke. Your daddy and your mama too. You is a joke. Your wife told me so. I'm soft because I'm a female, baby. I should be soft. Anyway, let's see you fresh out of the shower without makeup. Honey, I don't have to wear makeup. They have seen me on this thing without makeup. Ask them. Ask my moderator, anybody else. I've come on here without makeup. Sick as a dog. Still did my live. Trump not black folks' problem. You know what? And your grandkids not getting the health care they need is not my problem. It's not a black woman's problem. Remember that. Trump not black folks' problem. That's what he said, y'all. Y'all hear that? Okay. Immigrants your problem. They ain't my problem because I love them. You say you were around when they happened, but you can't get out of my chat, Larry Evans. You ain't even a king. I take your effing crown. Get out of here. Yes, my hair is real. All mine from my scalp. And I was a black girl. My hair was longer than this. You want to see pictures? It was almost on my butt. But I cut it. It's still long. I just got it cut in layers. You have nice high cheekbones. Thank you so much, King Jacob. Reed Pat, see you later, beautiful. Thank you so much for coming to my live. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're valued. Okay, all you beautiful people. I'm gonna be getting out of here soon. Thank you so much. I don't want to say your name wrong. No, Naya. I don't want to say. I apologize if I'm butchering your name. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm sorry. IR, do you fact check the Democrat propaganda? I do. Yes, I do. It's not propaganda. Propaganda is believing that they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, eat the cats, eat the cats. That's propaganda. Thank you so much, Pleasant Gift. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you say so, I don't have a problem. But, you know, I did my blood work. Yes, I do. But I'm a black woman. I don't mind what you say. Who said that? Red 1993. You got black man, white man DNA. Okay, that's y'all fault. Y'all brought us over here. How do you think that happened? It happened because y'all brought us over here to a country y'all came and stole. And then this is the thing which y'all don't know. They don't tell the truth about history. They tried to make y'all slaves, but you can't handle the sun. You can't handle it. So what did they do? They went to Africa, and some of our kings and queens didn't care about us, which they try to apologize now. Yes, they apologize now for it. But y'all brought us over here. Yeah, so yes, I do. But I'm a black woman, 24/7, a lot of melanin in me, okay? That's what I got in me, a lot of melanin. So when y'all say that to black people, y'all can't punish us for it. Okay? Stop trying to punish us for it. I love you anyway. We can't lead this earth not loving each other. I don't want to go to hell with Donald Trump. No. I don't want to go to hell. God would not be pleased if I hate you. Okay. Red got you back to your country. Red, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Red did what? Got me back to my country. What does that mean? Please tell me what that means. Red is a guy here. I don't know who Red is. I don't even care who Red is. I don't care. Red in my chat, so apparently he finds me important. Honey, if Trump is from heaven, then I'm your mama. Trump is nowhere near heaven. He's a reprobated mind. Brute said Trump is from heaven, y'all. Read that comment and get you a good kiki. Okay. I'm getting a good laugh out of this. Y'all are funny. Y'all got a lot of jokes today. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm getting a good kiki. Hey, baby, how you doing? How you doing, King Brute? Thank you for coming to my live. Raffaella says, what made you start a YouTube channel? You're gorgeous. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Germany. Hello, King. How you doing? I will go on people's channels all the time, and I will comment about certain things, and they will tell me, you need to start a YouTube channel. So I said, okay, I'm gonna try, and I did it. But for a while, I actually had this channel, but I was never a content creator. Sorry about that. I was never a content creator. I would just go watch other people's YouTube channels. And back in the heydays, because I'm much older than a lot of y'all, they would have YouTube, but I never would do YouTube. When you couldn't You know, back then, cell phones, I'm just being real with them, 51, so I'm telling you something. The cell phones only had so much storage. So I will put my videos on YouTube because I need to free up space. Hey, I'm old, honey. Yeah, and I own it. I'm glad to be 51. I want to live to be 100 and something. So I will come on YouTube like when the pandemic happened, because I used to work on a TV show called The Resident. And the pandemic happened. We couldn't go to work. You know, they shut it down. It was March the 13th, 2020. And for months, we couldn't go to work. And so I was on YouTube, and I like YouTube, and I would go on other people's channels and speak and stuff. And so they was like, you need to start a YouTube channel. And I just did it. Y'all do it. I won't lie to you. You're going to have haters. They're going to get on there and report your channel, and you haven't done anything wrong. But don't sweat it, because they will put your video back up and you will be able to go back live soon. Trust me, they did it to me. MAGA has done so much to me. You can't hurt me. You can't. I have my ancestors' blood. You can't hurt me. But anyway, so yes, it's Trump's fault for COVID, because it kept the whole thing hidden for quite some time. It's his yes, it's his fault. He's known as the worst president ever because of COVID and other things. Mexican woman for Trump. You have a right to say that. What are reproductive rights? I'm not getting in that with y'all. Y'all have a problem with women if you want to talk about that. That's somebody got a problem with women. Abstract. Why do you keep coming over here? It's crazy, honey. Your daddy, your mama, your whole family. Psychopath, schizo. How about that? Oh yeah, that really bothered me about what's up, King Steve S. Here in Atlanta, they did a memorialized thing, everything for President Jimmy Carter today. That was I don't want to talk about it because I'm about to get sad. That was a great man. He did so much for the community here in Atlanta and other places. He would get out there and help rehabilitate homes, build homes, anything that President Jimmy Carter could do, he did. That's why I found it nothing but nonsense that Donald Trump has a problem with what they're going to do with the flags on Inauguration Day. But it has nothing to do with the inauguration. It's the point that a president has passed, and that's how they celebrate him. Okay? MAGA, because y'all mad too about it. But, oh, that made me sad talking about Jimmy Carter. Amazing man. He done a lot of great things for this country. Okay. Oh, Bob Dylan. Okay. I got to check that out. Thank you. I'm definitely going to check it out. Thank you so much. This thing moving fast. What makes you an expert? Because I read up. I'm not like MAGA. They don't read. I like to read up on things, so it makes me an expert. And I went to school for certain things, so put your education to work. Greetings from Canada. What's up, Canada? What is good? Y'all gonna have a whole new thing going on there in a little bit. But don't be discouraged by Donald Trump. We have nothing to do that. Let me tell you something. Don't hold it against black people and brown people. Not talking about the billionaire up there that Trump put up in the share that's brown. No. But don't hold it against black people, because we ain't doing none of it. Please don't hold it against us. We need your power. Hey, we need it. My daughter got relatives in New York. They need it. Skippy, oh, Skippy, skip away and never come back. Okay? Oh, God, fix them. Fix them, Jesus. Do you ever think they divide us on purpose? Yes, they do, King Steve. They do. It's done on purpose. It is. But all BS to move to the side. We can't make it without each other. We're here, and we have to make the best of it. We have to show kindness and love and respect and have integrity. All BS put to the side, okay? Pleasant gift. MAGA, when has America been great for black people? In which decade? Never. We have to work harder. We have to do everything DAMN near perfect. to get an education, to get a job, anything. The white man can be mediocre and still Donald Trump mediocre. Get the job. I want to thank each and every last one of you guys for coming to my chat. I love all of y'all. Y'all are brilliant people, no matter who or which candidate we like. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all, beautiful kings and queens. Stay blessed. God love you. I love you. I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.